Italy have beaten Northern Ireland 2-0. I'm gutted, I won't lie. Mainly because of how well Northern Ireland played in the second half. I'm StattoJoe, you are a legend for watching this video, and we're just going to break down the stats. We're just going to have a bit of a conversation about this game. I think from a Northern Ireland perspective, you have got to be so encouraged by the second half performance in particular. I always start these videos, these review videos, these roundup videos, whatever you want to call them, with a look at the attack momentum meter. Now, first half, you can see that Italy kind of dominated. That was a fair reflection for me of the first half, looking at that. Italy did sort of dominate the attacking side of the game. Northern Ireland did get up in Italy's half many, many times, but corners weren't really good enough. Never really looked like we were going to be a threat. Well, in the second half, look at this. Northern Ireland, you can see there that Northern Ireland had more of the second half. Um, you know, it's it's so difficult because it's hard not to be gutted, even though I didn't really expect anything from this game, and for us to have played so well as we did in that second half, it's so encouraging. It really is. I think it's probably, aside from the Bosnia game, probably the best performance under Baraclough. Certainly in the second half. I keep mentioning the second half because the difference between the first and the second half was massive. And this is not me being biased when I say that Italy were in the back foot for the majority of that second half. Northern Ireland were the better team by a country mile. And it's just gutting whenever you don't get anything from it. There was two or three big chances. I want to see what the stats say. I'm going to say there was three big chances in which we should have scored, two of which came in the same run of play. But this easily could have been 2-2. And it's just we're lacking that attacking scoring prowess, and that's really what we're missing. Let's just go straight to the stats. Let's break it down half by half. I think that's the best way to do this because they tell two completely different stories. We look at the first half. Italy, as expected, had a really high proportion of the game. 72%, and 8 shots. Northern Ireland had one, and even then it was a blocked shot, so it wasn't really. A blocked shot isn't particularly. It doesn't even test the keeper. Donnarumma didn't really have anything to do in that first half. I think it would be amiss of me not to mention Peacock Farrell's rustiness in nets. I think has let him down just with if he was playing regular football, I think he saves at least one of those two goals because they're both at his near post. They should never really go past him. It was kind of disappointing. But we went in at half time at 2-0. If we look at the other stats, Italy had three big chances. They scored from one of them, they missed two of them. Peacock Farrell did make three saves to his credit, so we can't keep putting him down. We do need to give him some credit. Italy dominated the passing game. They dominated the ball in every sense of the word. And, it wasn't really a surprise. Certainly that first half, it played out how I maybe expected it to play out. But I knew there was more for us to give. Certainly did. And we did in the second half. Even though Italy had more of the ball, they played most of that in their half. Most of the football that we had was in the Italy half. And you can see there, 7 shots to Italy's 4, 3 of them on target, 3 of them off target, so 6 of them were at the goal, only one blocked shot, 3 corners. Italy didn't have any corners, we had 5, and I don't know if it was a tactical thing to try and loop it over the back, but it wasn't working tonight. Certainly in terms of, it seemed when the ball was going in for corners, it was never reaching Northern Ireland players. The ball would find itself in a position that was occupied by the Italian defence. And then you can see 2 big chances. So they said 2 big chances and 2 big chances missed. There was more than, and big chances are really clear cut. There were some chances that I felt were big as well that we missed out on. George Saville had a chance outside the box. He hits that first time. That's going to cause some problems. But he takes a touch. It's a bit heavy, and Italy are able to clear the ball away. And I think our big chances were met due to a lack of experience. And I think that's the only way I can really describe it. A lack of experience definitely played its part. You can see like our passing accuracy wasn't really great at all, which is an issue. But overall, in terms of performance, I talked about yesterday in the video about how we want this game against Italy to be encouraging, and it was. You know, it was a really, really encouraging performance. And you know, if you're a Northern Ireland fan and you're watching this video and you're agreeing with what I say, let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. I personally felt like that could easily have been a 2-2 draw, just with the chances that we had. Italy did miss a couple themselves. My biggest thing is that Peacock Farrell needs to go and play regular first team football, even if that means going down to the Championship. You know, he plays regular first team football. He maybe saves one or two of those goals, like maybe even both of the goals. And that's just kind of how it is. Up front, we're lacking at the minute. We just have to deal with that. You know, there's nothing we can do about that. You know, there's people there waiting to come in who aren't ready yet. Massive for the Irish League that Shane Lavery played for 25 minutes. I can't quite believe, and this isn't me having to go at him, but the Irish League is not the same standard as English leagues, nowhere near it. And the fact that he's playing 25 minutes is a massive advertisement for the local game. And if we look at the ratings, you see there that the man of the match, according to the stats, is shared by Chiellini and Florenzi. But I just really need to point something out here. If you're a defender and you have a really high score, that means you've had to work your ass off, right? And that's what happened. Donnarumma gets 7.7. He had so many saves to make. This should be really, really encouraging. Really encouraging. And we need to go into the game against Bulgaria. I'm going to ignore the friendly on Sunday because it doesn't really matter. It'll be fringe players who'll get an experience. I think we just want to see an encouraging performance there. But the Bulgaria game we need to win, and we need to win convincingly. Otherwise, I worry about the rest of the campaign. But after tonight's game, I feel quite confident that we can do something. I think we can shock Switzerland. I really do. We need a point from this game, or we need 3 or 4 points from Switzerland, or not from this game against Italy. We need a point against Italy, or 4 points against Switzerland, and 3 points against Switzerland. So that's how I saw the game. I'd really love to hear from you. Thank you so much, by the way, for the support on yesterday's video. I've been absolutely blown away by how well that video was done. It was a bit of an overwhelming night last night for me, and the support you guys showed to that video was incredible. If you're watching this and you've reached the end, thank you so much. If you're new, subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, share it. Tell your friends. Do they support Northern Ireland too? Why not show them this video? Maybe they'll join. That would be great. But yeah, they were my thoughts. Plenty of Northern Ireland coverage over the next few days. I might do a video outside Windsor Park. I live very close to it. Who knows? We'll see. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.